Senator Robbie Gallagher. Senator Robbie Gallagher was a member of Monaghan County Council up until last year when he was elected to Shannon. Thank you, Robbie.
Delegates, living in a border county like Monaghan, Brexit is of huge concern for me. The border region is already disadvantaged when compared to the rest of the country in terms of its exposure to poverty and social exclusion. Brexit only serves to compound the problems that we and border counties already face. The practical, political, social and economic implications of the UK's decision to leave the EU and the consequences for Ireland cannot be underestimated. In the border counties, there is a historical and social stigma attached to borders. None of us want to go back there again. Our return to borders will no doubt result in an increase in smuggling and the black market trade. The border, stretching from Donegal to Louth, is 500 kilometres long. There are almost 300 formal crossing points and many more informal crossing points, with approximately 1.85 million car crossings per month. Any change to the border will have serious negative ramifications for cross-border workers, students, businesses, cross-border trade, particularly in the agri-food sector, tourism and travel in general. It will also be a major disturbance and inconvenience to everyone's daily lives. The potential loss of peace funding, the possibility of a return to hard borders of the past, the regressive impact on North-South bodies and all-island cooperation could set the region back dramatically. These negatives could undo so much of the great work that has been achieved under the Good Friday Agreement. Almost 20 years on from the signing of that historic accord, we cannot and will not let this happen. From the outset, we called for Northern Ireland and the border counties to be designated as a special economic zone. It's absolutely imperative that this happens. We have also been consistent on our calls for the EU to provide a fund to help sectors and regions most exposed to the damaging impacts of Brexit. We also can't forget that the majority of those that voted in Northern Ireland voted to remain. It's taken far too long to reinstate the Northern Executive. It has been fully 10 months at this stage. This needs to be rectified immediately so that the people of the North have a voice to assure them that the challenges that lie ahead will be tackled. Brexit was not of our choosing and not of our making, and border counties will need support if they are to successfully navigate a new way forward. As Brexit negotiations continue, Fianna Fáil will continue to robustly defend and vigorously advocate for our people and our country's interests. We will fight our corner to ensure that there is no return of a hard border that would divide our island once more. Delegates, we have come too far, and we have worked too hard to risk all that precious progress.
Senator Robbie Gallagher there speaking about